Hi, my name is Gail Bacheron. I'm a retired art professor from Athens State University, and on behalf of the Athens Arts League in downtown Athens, Alabama, we're going to make a bird head today. It's a cardinal bird head. Look at that. It has a crest, a beak, of course, wings, eyes, tail. It wraps around my head, and it can wrap around your head with elastic. Here it is. There's a hole in the middle. That's for your head. And this at the top, as you can see, folds back for the crest, the beak. All right, let's get together and show you what you need to do this. So let's see what we need today to make this cardinal bird head, okay? We need a few things, some recycled items and some things you'll have around the house. We have a cereal box or a box of dark nut chocolates. We have a red construction paper, glue, washable school glue, two kinds of tape, clear tape and masking tape, a tuna fish can, and a plastic top. Either one will work, okay? And then a ruler, of course, a black marker, a pair of scissors, pencil, two crayons, a black and a red, a clothespin, believe it or not, and some elastic to wrap it around your head. That's all we need. Okay, the first thing we're going to do to make this bird head is disassemble a cardboard box. Could be a cereal box, could be a cookie box, could be a box of anything that you have around your house. This is a recycled item, okay? And there you go. See that? We're going to turn it on the other side. And now you can color and draw on it. And now we're going to start building our cardinal bird head by taking your box and making a circle on one side of the cardboard. Two panels, two large panels, and it's pretty simple. You just trace using your tuna can a circle with your marker, okay? And then for the triangle, I put the word top on the top of the triangle because that will come in handy later. And I built a triangle by putting it almost in the center of this, or the center top of this cardboard structure, because this is going to be the crest. The crest of the bird that sticks up on his or her head to signal things. Okay, now we're going to take a pencil and we're going to make a zigzag line throughout the inside of the triangle. And this is going to be for the edges of the crest. And we'll mark that again, just as you can do yourself. And everybody's zigzag will be a little bit different, and that's fine. Okay, now that we have our shapes completed, the triangle and the circle, I'm going to show you how to begin cutting this out. This is going to be the crest, the top of the bird, the crest that has all kinds of signals that the bird makes to other birds. And then this is the circle for where your head is going to be to keep the headpiece on. So we cut the top through the very top here, and what we'll do is first we'll cut along the edge of the triangle, just on these two sides. This side's done already. So now we have a little flap, right? There you go. That's going to be the crest. All right. And then we go to the circle and we cut through the cardboard again. And we go all the way through this circle. Almost. And then we begin to remove the inside of that circle. Just do it the best you can. Edges don't have to be perfect, but you'll find it's pretty comfortable and easy since the cardboard is flexible. Flexibility right here, okay? So you can cut it out in shapes like that, or you can cut along the edge like I did a little bit earlier. Now, as we're looking at the crest, we need to complete the cutout here on the edges. And so we go ahead and we cut those little triangles out for the edge of the crest that sits on top of the bird. And that will create the kind of zigzag edge that we need. So you can continue to cut that out. And when that's complete, we're going to start coloring on it and really make it look good. Right, that looks good. Then we can complete this. And you can take your time with this. There's no time limit. Sometimes I get a little too fast and realize it's really important to enjoy it. And really, you could tear some of that out, make it easier. It's not hard. Okay, here we go. Now, shake off the pieces. Now we have. Okay, that was fun. Now it's time to color in the crest, so we get our red crayon and start wherever you want. You can start at the bottom, you can start on the sides, as long as you stay pretty much inside of that crest area where the zigzag line is that we cut out. And there we go. If you wanted to use a red marker, you could, but this crayon works really well. And I like it a lot, so looks good to me. Have fun while doing it. What a beautiful color. Wow, this is going to be a great bird head. Our cardinal bird head needs a beak, and so we're going to make a beak for the bird, or your bird head, by using a coffee filter. And the coffee filter is about 7 inches wide. And all we have to do is fold it in half and place it on the bottom or top of your construction paper and make a line around it like so. And I always like to mark it with a marker so I can see it and cut it out pretty easily. So then I take a marker and follow the same line. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now all we have to do is cut that out. And we're going to have everything we need to make the beak of our bird. Yeah. There you go. Now we have our semicircle that we cut out of the construction paper, and we're going to shape this beak into a cone. It's actually a cone shape, right? And so we take the edges, we fold them into each other like this, make a point at the top, which we're looking for, and there it is. Now we have a pretty good looking cone. And in order to keep that cone in its shape, I like to put a clothespin there. So I can look at it and see if I like it, and I think it looks pretty good. So I'm going to take the clothespin out, fold it out, and put a little glue in there. Fold it back. And now I have my cardinal beak. There it is, a cone. Looks pretty good to me. And in order to keep it in shape for a long time, at least for a while, and the humidity will not attack that glue and release that glue from the paper, I'm just going to put a little piece of tape there. Okay? So we have 2 cones now. We could make 2. I'm going to make 1 though. Okay? Now it's time to reconstruct the box, fold it back together, I have a little cut here. I'm just going to tape that up. I'll put another piece of masking tape here to secure that first one, so it won't come apart. Okay, and then I'm going to do the sides the same way. I'm going to close up the box on both ends. As you see, I had to tape where that cut was on both sides where we cut out the shapes. So I taped this cut closed when we cut the triangle, and I put this one together with tape and closed it up where we cut out this circle. Okay, now it's just a matter of taping the box together at all ends. Now that we have the box taped all together, like you have at your house or your school, at the little top here, which is the crest, so this is the front where the beak's going to go. And in order to put that beak on, what we'll have to do is take your scissors and cut little 1-inch lines around, or cuts along the bottom of the beak. And what that will do is allow us to attach the beak easily to the cardboard. So what will happen is you'll create these little pieces that come out like a flange. And that flange will be easy to attach to the front of the cardboard box like this, like so. Okay? So now that we have the beak, we're going to attach it. Now we have the beak, we have the box, and we're going to attach it to the front of the cardinal head. And in order to do that and stiffen this cone that's real flexible, we can stuff it with paper, just a little newspaper. All right, now it's a little tougher in that it won't be so flexible. Then we're going to turn the box on its side and attach the beak to it. And this is fun. You get to use some tape. Attach that side, attach this side, and we can attach this side in the front without going on the beak, on the crest. We can tear off a little piece if we need to. Oops. And another piece here. Now that's pretty well attached. Oh, let's do some in the back. Almost there. Underneath, I should say. Okay. Now, that's pretty secure. That beak's not going anywhere. Okay, now it's time to draw in the eyes here. One on each side of that beak. And we're going to color in a black mask around the entire front of the box, around the beak, because the cardinal has a black mask around it. That's one of the beautiful features about it. And we're also going to color the top black. And we're going to let you do that, and we'll come back in just a minute. Okay. Now I colored the mask around the beak and on the top near the beak. And in that process, I realized I wanted my eyes a little differently in a different location. So I did get some yellow construction paper, and I drew little eyes on it, and I cut them out. And so now you can see I have two little eyes, and I'm going to glue them on the back and attach them to the new location on my cardinal. I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I like that. Okay. Let's glue the next one. That looks pretty good there. Now, I have two eyes. Now, if you would want your black mask around the cardinal's beak darker, you can use a marker. It'll make it darker, but I'm fine how this looks. This one over here that I showed you in the beginning is a little darker. It'll be up to you. Depends how much time you would like to play with this. But for now, I think that this one looks fine. Okay, so now we're going to make the wings. The wings, the two wings, and the tail for the cardinal that we have. Okay, so now we're going to take a piece of construction paper and fold it in half. And we're going to fold it again. And then we'll take our scissors and cut that in half. And then we'll have a piece like so, right? We'll take that and we'll cut that in half. So we actually have a quarter or 1/4 of a piece of construction paper. Okay. Then we take this rectangle and starting at the long edge, this is a little shorter, we're going to cut across, or actually it might be a little bit easier to just draw a line to the other edge. It's easier to use a ruler. Okay, now, you might not be able to see that, so let me make that a little darker. And then we can cut that in half. And we're gonna have 2 wings. Yep, that's what we're gonna have. 2 cardinal wings, that's right. There you go. 1, 2. Now we're going to attach them to our cardinal here, like this. I put the tall edge in the back, so it would look something like this. Okay. And I'm just going to place it right there. Actually, it's on the bottom end of the side of the box. And I'm going to put a piece of tape on it, like so. It's a wide piece of tape, so I'll have to do a little folding over. But that's okay. I don't want that wing to go anywhere. I want it to stay on my bird. And I know you want it to stay on yours. Then I'm going to take the other piece, put it in the same kind of position, do like this, okay? So the skinny part goes towards the front of the bird at the very bottom, okay? And attach that wing with tape. Now we have a bird with 2 wings. That's right. There you go. 2 wings. Now we need a tail, of course. Every cardinal needs a tail. And so we're going to take this construction paper that we have left over, and we're going to cut out a nice long tail. And I'm going to make it pretty long. They have long tails. I guess like this. You can make your tail the way you want. It's your cardinal bird head. I'm going to cut it out. I'm going to attach it to the back of my bird. You could attach it this way if you want. That's fine too. But I like it this way. I like a big flappy back. Okay. Let me get some tape and put it on like that. That's it. Now I've got a nice flappy tail and I have wings, right? So my bird has wings, and I can move them down a little bit if I want. This. All right. And I can bring the flap or the crest farther in the front. So I can make some adjustments, okay? Now it's time to place the elastic around the sides of the Cardinal box here, entering here and tying it around here on this side and around here on this side so that we can actually wear it. Okay, now we are going to take the elastic that we have, the stretchy elastic, and we're going to attach it to the sides, each side of the Cardinal, so that we can use this as a strap to wear it on our heads. Right, there's one. Here's the second. Okay, now we have two sides. They're attached now. There we go. We have our attachments complete. Okay, so now I have my red Cardinal hat on, and it looks pretty good. I like it. I've attached it, tied it under here a couple times in a knot, so it won't move off of my head, and it's pretty secure, although I can still stretch it a little bit, right? So I can adjust the wings if I want to. Yep, I can, but I think I'll leave them just like they are. They seem pretty good. I can adjust my little flap here, my crest, right? And I can show my friends how to make these, and maybe you can too. And you can fly anywhere. You have a good time. Thank you for watching.
Cotton Arts is powered by Athens Arts League, H.C. Blake & Company, and Apple.